Okay, it's 8:09, Saturday night, holiday weekend. This would be September 2nd. I'm at a DUI driver's license checkpoint in Chatsworth. We're on Topanga Canyon, just south of the 118 freeway and just north of the street San Jose. Now, if this is the only checkpoint sign, then we'll have a little problem with this being clearly marked and able to turn out of. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit to see if there's another sign on an earlier part of the street. The Saturday night, there you go. See that fellow turning up there? That was proper. What I brought here, I wanted you to see that this sign here is ahead of one way out, and these people are taking that way out. It gives the people opportunity to check. But what we're looking for is two checkpoint signs and a way out in between, or at least a way out after you see the sign. There's a way out right here. That is San Jose. So this part of the accountability check is a pass as far as the law goes, as far as them not cheating the current laws, whether you disagree or not with the current laws. They're not cheating them in here. Yeah, all these people turning, that's perfectly fine, perfectly legal, and no one's chasing them, I don't think. If I go down that street and I see some secondary police chasing them, then we got a different story. They pulled this gentleman out of this white car. Now here's where the field sobriety test is. If the officer suspects that someone has been drinking, he can ask him to come out. If he didn't have a license, he more likely would have said, please park it around the side yourself. But they have a driver. So it's likely that he suspected that this gentleman had been drinking. He's asking him some questions. And what it is, it's a funneling. He can fail him. He's looking for something to get to the next level where he can due process, or with he can have reasonable suspicion to go to the next level. The next level being to give him a field sobriety test. At this point, the citizen could just refuse the questions. Now that there's an investigation going on, he could say, well, I have the right to remain silent. I see an investigation happening here. Talking your way out of it is not a good idea. It only he's just looking for one thing to go to the next question. Then the next question will be lead him to give himself, the policeman, the authority to go on to the next step. He can't just sit you down and chain you up and then give you a breathalyzer without reasonable suspicion. So this process is the process where he narrows it down to reasonable suspicion. And he can get it with a field sobriety test. Okay, now it's time for the field sobriety test. And I have a very bad angle here. Yeah, this is the one I really don't like. Here we go. This one here is just an awful test. Okay, I managed to cross the street. They had pulled over just one person. And they want him to do this dance called a field sobriety test. See, what they ask him is to touch with your right, touch with your left, and then it's easy to move up. If he does it backwards, okay, we've seen this. This is the picnic bench of shame. They put him over here. I could predict here what might happen. He is assuming that he's had enough evidence with the field sobriety test to give him a breathalyzer. If he gives him a breathalyzer, you're going to see him handcuffed.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Have a good one.
I don't know how much you can tell me, but is he released or he was pulled over, right?
Yeah, he's being released.
He was pulled over and they called her later, right?
To come take the
call.
Okay.
I did see one stop. Gentleman was taken out of his car, questioned, given what looked like a partial DUI test, and then he was released. Called his girlfriend or fiance who came out to drive him home. He's going to do the sobriety test. And I'm still watching him do this field sobriety test on this fellow. And now the breathalyzer. Just giving him some Coca-Cola. I've seen this kind of conversation before, where the policeman sits down and either lectures him or sits down and nails him. It'll be interesting to see what this fellow's fate is. He's in the picnic bench of shame. He's not locked up. He did a breathalyzer and a little bit of some field sobriety.